Okay. Mikey Poo is up. Musica is up. That should be right. The chat is working. Hello, peeps. Sorry, yes, the chat interface is a little different. I have to actually keep myself signed into YouTube in order to get this to work. But that's fine. We will adapt. If there's any interesting beep boops and hoo-has from other things, I will change that. Can't use my phone, use Bluetooth keyboard to touch screen. Yeah. Can't say I'm a fan of them neither. At least when I can help it. My mate likes to do that weird hoo-ha stuff with their fingies. They don't take their finger off the phone, and they kind of just make magic. And I don't know how that works. I mean, I know how it works, but I don't know how it works. Okay. Controller. We should be right to go. Wait, my chair. Come on, chair. I need a new friggin' chair. The hydraulics in it just don't work. Hydraulics? Is it hydraulics or is that the thing that's in a friggin' car? Whatever it is, work. Howdy, peeps. Hi. How you doing? How you doing today? I'm doing all right. Little tired, but I'm fine. Had to go get my car worked on, but I'm back now. I'm back, and we're going to be doing the final part of Aussie Plays Digimon Survive. You might be a little confuzzled because I've been doing most of this on Twitch, but I thought I might try it on YouTubers again. I haven't streamed on here since friggin' 2017, so... Well, what a howdy-ho that is. Why do you sound like mine lunch lady? I don't know. Maybe they're my mama. How do you know? Maybe the lunch lady has a different occupation at this time of the hour. I make more than mutton chops, hun. Right, yeah, we didn't do any of this. We gotta find all our mates. Let's find one of our besties and get them in. It's going to be so weird without the channel rewards. I'm actually pretty newbie when it comes to YouTube stuff. Like YouTube stream stuff. So if it's like rewards and stuff, I'm pretty dumb when it comes to it. However, I'm happy to hear people out. I think it was Minura. Either that or shut up. Hang on, Minura, I'm coming! But if any of you need to sleep, though, yes, feel free to sleep. No pressure to stay at all. Again, the stream will probably stay here, and then I'll chop it up into smaller, bite-sized pieces later. That is assuming if this goes for a while. I'm going to imagine it's only going to go for like another hour or two. Can't do anything right, I'm useless. Focus! I don't have the courage, strength, or anything. I'm not here, I never will be. Bullshit. So that please, just don't. I don't know. I'm trash. You're not the trash man. You're not. That's only one person. I forget his name. Danny DeVito. That's only the great Danny DeVito. I always wanted to be here like on TV, but I couldn't do it. Failed. Everyone else there here. So why did I have to turn like this? I mean. He's not like that. I have to set him straight. Listen to me. Wait. Just not me. Oh no, all we can do is watch. I mean, that's fair enough. If we do it for them, then you're really far in this. Oh yeah, as I said, this is the end. This is the end, bruh. I don't know if it's come out all right on the YouTube thing, because I'm doing this all on Streamlabs. Feel free to let me know if it looks weird, like, oh, the title's funny. Or like, oh, like, I didn't know that, or the description's weird. We can redeem on Twitch, like commissions and stuff. Oh, yes! Oh, yes, that's a point. No, thank you. I should have tried to look into that. Well, look, if there's something you want to redeem like that, just ask me. Just ask me. This is a transition phase, so you know, the worst thing I'll do is say no, you know, and give a reason why, but that's okay. But no, I'm happy to, you know, especially if you stick around for a while. Poop. Poop? Poopy? Well, it seems like all that embarrassing to me. Yeah, I've long been there. Well, why didn't you say something? I don't know. Come up with a better line. Anyway, get ready, fake me! I pooped my pants. Did not. I'm about to lose to you neither. What, are we in the friggin' 3rd grade? I've managed to survive out here. I've got some pretty awesome friends. Hey, you're friends with me? Yeah! Insert stereotypical I'm a good guy line. Don't be so harsh on me next time, okay? Goodbye! Oh, we're gonna go for a fight. Yeah, going for a fight. I meant, stream for a day. I thought up such a good commission to request. I hope I remember it if we're back on Twitch again. Okay, redeem commission. Yeah, I was about to say, just throw it here if you want. That's alright. As Roman Bellic, act like you are selling one of your plushies to us. So Roman Bellic, that's Nico Bellic's brother or cousin, yeah? Yeah, it's his cousin. That's not Nico Bellic. Nico Bellic is the one that likes to go bowling. We'll get... Does it really matter? We'll get Gaboo-Boo. Gabby-bee-bee-bee-bee-bee-bee-boo-boo. Makes sense, because those two can do the, Omega Digivolution. I know it's not called Omega. I call it Omega. It's just a thing I do. Yeah, that's the cousin that likes to go bowling. Yes, so not Nico Bellic. Okay. I'll find some dead air to do that. When we're in like a bit of a fight, when they're all fighting, that's when I'll do that. In spite of that, there's one thing I can never do to anyone. Something I do better than anyone. I can act cheerful, stay positive, and always be the life of the party. Well, clearly not, because you were depressed as hell before. And unlike some, and many times actually, I can keep everything's spirits up. No, that's a lie. Well said, Manura, nothing could be more true. The strength of your heart is where your true power lies. Manura Shadow. Get out of here. Scat. I banish thee to the Shadow Realm. Okay, for the sake of your commission, and it looks like, this is pretty easy. Let's just, do automated. Okay, there we go. Cousin, I have brilliant new products for you, cousin. Here, this right here is very high special edition furry toy for all peoples. Look at ears, you see, cousin. You can slap or love. It's for both, you see. It's good even for ASMR, you see. You enjoy, you like it. It's beautiful, smooth like butter. I don't know why I'm rolling R so much, but it's smooth. It's beautiful. It takes camera out of focus. It's so wonderful. Cousin, will you take this with bowling next time? Yes, no? It's a beautiful plush. Beautiful plush. I don't know if he's probably become my favorite because he's one that I technically won in a contest. I used like the, it was basically gift card money for the website. And so, that's why I say technically won. Because I used the prize money for it. But, he's cool. He's cuddly, big floopy ears. But, I got a soft spot for the others too. And plus, since playing this, anything that remotely looks like Terriermon or Lopmon, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, little Baba. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you did. That's okay. Now, thank you very much for telling me. Yeah, don't feel shy to ask about that sort of stuff. That's okay. I'll make today just like a free. I mean, it's always free anyway. You're not actually spending money for that. I would feel bad if I charged money for just to do or say silly things on streams and all that. But I'm gonna put that real quick. Yes, I'm writing on my wrist. Don't mind me. Rewards. YouTube. Right. There's a camera in it. He stole it. Damn straight. They took it. Yeah, you like it too? Yeah. It's a good one. Just take a look around. I like them. They're a good one. Ah! Please don't hate me. I don't hate you. You can be a little whiny sometimes, but I don't hate you. Okay. Just wouldn't count on me. Why do they all put so much faith in me? Because you're a good motherly figure. This is happening. Shut up. Stop talking, please. How do you feel? I mean, I just don't think this... I mean, I suppose it's their own demons, but I don't know. I just don't think this would be very effective. Well, fair enough. Okay. Unless that happened because my affinity with them wasn't high enough. So I wonder if that has an effect on the story. Unless I'm thinking about it way too hard. I'm pretty sure I'm just thinking about it way too hard. I don't think they would have put that much detail into it. If they did, then that's great, but I don't know. Alright. Here's Kaboo-Boo. Come here, Kaboo-Boo. Yeah, I thought it was just all scripted. Yeah. I think, for now, for the record, the only thing that you can't really redeem... I think I have one about lights. That one is from my old room. I need to actually get rid of that. So, I don't have lights set up in here yet. I do want the lights set up, but I don't have funky lights in here yet. I have them in the other room, literally, as if I opened that door, you might even see a little bit, but not in here. I rely on you all the time. Ow, ow! Right, yes. Yes, I remember you mentioning that, yeah. And after I've done this, that's probably what I'll start looking into next in my own time, seeing if I can get the Taruru ending. And then maybe if I really care, I might get all the evolutions and stuff, but You know, in this situation, I'm just gonna let them, because there really isn't anything. It's just one dude. And we're mainly just listening to dialogue right now. It's just two dudes, so I think this would be a lot easier if we just go for it. And now we get Omegamon. See, the reason why I don't say Mega Evolution for them, I say Omega Evolution, is because when I was growing up, he was called Omnimon. And even in a lot of the cards, he's written as Omnimon. I know that's just what the Japanese call him. They call him Omegamon. And, you know, the English speakers, they call him Omnimon. But that's what I'm used to. And because the evolution is technically, in my opinion, above a Mega Evolution, because you could argue that he's a hell of a lot stronger than normal Megas, That's why I call it an Omega evolution, because it's slightly above a Mega. And you could say Alpha, but then I think that's way too high. And it's very similar to a Mega evolution. It's like 2 Megas put together. That's why I say Omega. My weird justification of my weird phrasing. Yes, I remember the guide that you sent me. Except that someone else was using it for the other endings. So his third play just doesn't care about guesswork anymore. Oh, yeah, I mean... I feel like doing this your first time, just going with it, I feel like is the best way to do it. After that, I think it could get quite annoying, just trying to, you know... Like, you know what ending you want, like you're trying to go for a certain ending, you don't know how to do it. I feel like that might be a bit annoying. There's something else I was going to say, but I forgot. So, that's gone. Victory. I think it had something to do with the other things that, like the other things that I name. Like Arcanine, the Pokemon. I don't call him Arcanine. Sorry, no, I call him... there you go. I don't call him Arcanine. I call him Arcanine. This is what I grew up with, and it makes sense. So much, in fact... In spite of others sometimes, I will, when I catch an Arcanine, I will rename them capital R, capital K, capital 9. 9. Capital R, capital K, number 9. So then everyone reads RK9. Yes. The real name. That's right. Fight me, son. We're friends, right? We can trust each other. Absolutely. We're friends. We're best of friendsels. But yes, I will definitely be looking into that when I inevitably try another playthrough on my own. If I do end up streaming more of this or uploading more of this in the future, which I don't think I will, I'll likely just kind of stream or cover the endings, maybe. Wait in blind, I think I was looking for was all the choices, where like moral being vaccine... For true, I didn't care. Just follow the guide. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. I mean, that line doesn't really work because your sister is still alive. They're right. Your sister is right behind you. My parents would treat me like some kind of disease. I wish it was. Okay, that might work a little bit. You know, being the little impressionable girl. Yeah. Be selfish and have it. That's never stopped my brother from carrying me. Yeah, he's the greatest carrying brother in the entire world. The next surprise is the work. I so wanted to keep that a secret. You're going to pay for making me say it. You're going to make me pay for being compassionate. How dare you? How heartfelt and adorable and shit. Oh, you play Pokemon? That's cool. I started replaying Pokemon Shield. I'm just done with playing Digimon Survive right now. Oh, okay, well. There you go. Good timing for the two of us then that we're both finished. Or that I will be finished soon. I mean, again, I'll probably try to do another playthrough of my own, but... yeah, I don't mind Pokemon. It depends. Pokemon Shield, it's kind of been a chore. I've been trying to finish that for like a year or so. It's just been doing it on and off and just kind of It feels too much like other ones. You know, Pokemon Arceus, that was fun. I think that one you're supposed to pronounce it Arceus. Don't care, sorry. But, yeah. That one at least had a cool twist. You know, it was like the overworld kind of thing. Cool twist on the Pokemon genre. I mean, it's been done before. Like, it's not an original idea. It's been done before. But it's a cool twist on the Pokemon series. It's a different twist for them. Well, she'll be fine. I don't know about him. I have a fondness for Sword and Shield because Galar is based off UK. Oh, is it? Ah. Well, fair enough. At least in that one, too, they try to add a little bit of a different gimmick. I suppose it just wasn't quite enough for me, at least yet. I haven't really gotten too far in the game. I've only beaten, I think... I beat, like, the fire gym leader. That's as far as I've gotten to now. And I think that's when the gloves really start to come off. Alright, come on. Let's see you at your full power. Yeah, I think that's probably what made it a bit more interesting to me, at least. Because it was more of like a prologue, I suppose, to all a Pokemon. And I'm a bit of a sucker for more like... And it's not medieval, but you know what I mean. Like more old school, kind of rock and stone kind of thing, you know? Because you got to try harder to, you know... make things interesting. It's not just, I have a gun, I shoot with gun, doof doof. You know, it's more like, magic and swords crafted from forgery steel and dragons and magic smashs and stuff, you know? I like it when contemporary realism has to take a back seat and fiction and imagination can run wild. Even if it's like something like this, where, you know, it's normal teenagers and stuff. We've got a digital world to explore. And it's not our normal reality, it's different. Like, at that point, I'm like, oh, okay, now this is interesting. Let's go. But if this was like a bunch of normal kids in a normal school, trying to work out some kind of typical sort of mystery, I wouldn't really be all that interested. No offense to people who like that, it's just my tastes. You know, I'm also not a fan of a lot of sports games. And I know some other people are, but just not my thing. Same thing again, you know, if it's just, you know, typical football, I'm like, well, if I want to do that, I'll go watch it, or I'll go play it, you know, like the actual game. Not the game, you know, the game. You know, that one. I wrote down what all the regions are based off. Ah, okay. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the regions are inspired from certain parts of the world. Wasn't Pokemon, was it Sun and Moon? Those are the ones that are based off like Hawaii, right? You just said, I'm glad you kept me safe. Ugh. That's getting weird. We need a button for that. Is New York... How in Japan? Unova is New York. Alola is Hawaii. Carlos is France. Galar is UK. Okay. Feels less than you. Well, we got the old man and stuff too. He found us. Well, that's one way. So, I don't recall that Digimon. You rule with compassion. Governs the souls of children, uses them to sustain this world, and he wants mine too. He takes their souls. Does that mean he's got Shuji and Ryo in there too? Yes, he's used them to maintain this world. Now Now he's coming after us too. He's been behind everything, and if we don't stop him, he's going to attack our world. I hate him. I want him to pay for what he's done. I went to hell because of him. Unless there's some reason he's done all this. Is there a way we could talk to him? I think revenge is the worst thing. Let's talk. I want to at least know why we're going to kill him. The sabers. Oh, okay. Yes. Bit of it could be a mix of several. What a storm, man. This power seeking only to destroy. Fair enough. Just a bit more, we'll finally be able to go home. All of us together! Maybe I can use that. Put my face over him. Alright. I haven't saved it a little bit, but we should be okay. Looks like the spider in my room. Might be the spider in your room. Look behind you. Is it still there? Maybe it's on my screen. Might have taken a plane ticket to mine. That is a big boy. If that was a spider, that's a huntsman. I would say that thing is almost as big as a huntsman. Okay, so we can put 2 more in. Let's get Terubi Booby, and of course, Itimon. Itimon! That's kind of cute as well. There's 2 more slots, so it's open if you want to actually have the entire Digidestin, we'll call them. Alright. I'm a little wary about just going in gung-ho. But you could test the waters. I'll keep them in front. Well, that really... Actually, hang on. Yeah, they can't move very far because Itimon was in the way. Can't really help that, though. I could just let them move on their own, but I feel like that'd be a little anticlimactic. So I'll take manual control here. I could also digivolve them, but I feel like I should try to make it a little bit climactic and also try to hold on to some of their precious SP. I mean, they're going to digivolve together anyway. It just took my peanut butter and jelly. You give that PBJ back right now. I swear to God. Okay. How's about we try that? Okay. I didn't realize it had long-range attacks like that. I thought we'd have to get close. So, wow, and that took out the defense one, too. That's like a defense boy. Right, so, going gung-ho was actually the smart idea. Wow, they're actually taking a page from, actual logic, not the anime. Because the anime, they always go slow, and then, alright, let's transform now. Okay, now let's go to our second form, our third form, our final form. Alright, take 2. What, the first, that never happened. What? No, of course not. What are you talking about? No. Sweet Monkey was just singing a little serenade. Okay, get them out. I mean, in saying that, though, that probably just means all the champion types are going to go first. I could do that, yeah. I'm going to put him over here somewhere to try and space him out and away from the others. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't want to keep him, like, in the same line of fire as everyone else, just in case. The moral ending is actually pretty good. Really? Okay. I guess I'll find out what that is shortly. I think we already discussed this, so stop me if we have. But, what's your opinion on endings? Do you prefer the true ending, the moral ending, the wrathful ending? Or at least the ones that you're aware of? Alright. Ah, no, I'm a dummy. I didn't evolve them. That's okay. I'll do these dudes now. If they die, I'll just consider that my problem. I won't reload it. Make it a little harder. Let's see, moral and true. Stop mid-game for harmony, play for a break. I really like moral. Didn't much care for true ending. It's kind of confusing. Okay. I'm gonna assume that the true ending is more like they tried too hard to. I mean, I'll look it up. I'll find out later. But I'm imagining they basically tried too hard to maybe tie up every single loose end, and so it ended up just being like, huh, nani. It's what I feel like some shows or games try to do too much of. They try to be like, right, everyone is happy and there's no bad things. Supreme Canon! You can boost yourself. What kind of attacks you got again? Oh yeah, you got amazing range. I'll put you over here. Heaven's Judgment! It was like it ended and then disregarded the characters of the game and did something totally random that made no sense. Really? Oh, okay. That's not fun then. I'm not a fan of that neither. Like when they kind of ignore what you've done and it says, well, this is what really happened, eh? You know. Let's give Shell Bitch a little bit of a pick-me-up, because they move a little slow. What's your SP attack? Might as well. Probably just give all the buffs to him. Alright, that's better. Gonna move a little smoother. I could use items, but again, I'm gonna make it a little bit harder. It's kind of like Pokemon. Like, when you think about it, it really is dead easy. You just need to stock up on potions and stuff. But, you know, so I'm going to try and not do that for the final battle. Make it a little harder. Physical attack. There you go, buddy. Ah, like sequel bait. Is that what it seemed like? I mean, I'm okay with them sequel baiting, but I don't like it when you don't get any sort of satisfactory ending. Like, I feel like I've mentioned this example before in other ways, but for example, like Telltale's The Walking Dead, like the first one. That one, I feel like you could have left it at the first one, and it would have been good. But it was open enough where, yeah, you could have made a sequel, because we can find out what happens to such and such characters that live. But yeah. Like, I feel like it's kind of important with storytelling. In their mild defense, it's a little difficult sometimes to transfer, like, a movie and a video game. Because a video game, you need to make it good enough for you to play. Like, to physically play and enjoy. Whereas, something that's more cinematic, like a movie, you need to make that so it is enough for you to... Is that... Who's damaged? Oh, none of us are damaged yet. It's enough for you to cinematically and visually enjoy. Holy crap! Well, that hurt. Let's just keep firing, shall we? Is there something so teasing that players might cheer out for a sequel so they make another one? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Kind of reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. Where it's like, you get an ending, but it's like, it's very obviously sequel baiting. It's like, yeah, come on! Where's the next one? Even though I do like Kingdom Hearts. It is very much guilty of trying to bait you. Oh, you better go buy the next one. That's not necessarily always a bad thing, though. So long as the ending itself is satisfactory. What I can do is I can probably attack. Actually, no. Let's not do that. How far is your healing? How does your healing go? 4. Let's see if I can Doesn't that work for you? Oh, yes, it does. Okay. I'm going to keep you as, like, the healer of the pack. Then I'm going to use your talk. Oh, I can't talk to them. Okay. Never mind, then. Okay. They're probably right fucked. Unless I use an item, but I can't. I'll probably use Veggie's turn for that. Oh, they're frozen too. Not good, eh? Not good. Oh, they can reach it though. That's good. Yeah, it kind of sums up The Last of Us. I was trying to think of another example, but yeah, Last of Us. There's still enough to do a sequel. Yeah, I mean, personally... Yeah, I would have 100% just left it alone. But, yeah, I think you could definitely make an argument that there was enough in that game to make a sequel. I mean, we're right in your face. How closer do you want us to get to? We gotta get to you. It's the fog. Oh, okay. Well, that ain't good. The whole world of Kingdom Hearts 3 was pure sequel baiting. It relied too much on cutscenes. Had another... Really? Because I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3 yet. I'm still trying to finish the previous ones. I've only beat Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and a couple of the side games. That explains why then it got so cheap so quickly. Because I got like a special edition of that for like 25 bucks over here. That's Aussie dollars, so it's probably even cheaper over there. Okay, well he's probably going to hit us really hard really soon then. They can't do crap. At least they got some SP back. I'm going to use their turns, I think, to try to protect the others. Because let's face it, he's not really going to be able to do much. Or we just let it ride and make it harder. You know what? Let's ride it out. No items. No items allowed! Attack! Let's go, boy. Well, goodbye. You already did your chat, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, we're riding it out. No items allowed. The Lispadere is now doing taxis. I have to see if I can add like emojis and stuff to this to YouTube. I'm not necessarily permanently going to YouTube neither. I'm just kind of trying it out. If anything, I'd like to do both. The problem is that my streaming software, you have to kind of pay for it in order to stream to several things. That's not good. That's not good at all. I might need to use items. Holy crap! Yeah, something tells me I'm going to need to use items. Unless this is, oof. You give up. I mean, half of them are dead, but that's besides the point. You're going to. Okay. Alright, cool. We got a boost as well. I like it. Well, I mean, we can back up, actually, with that in mind. So maybe that is the strat. Supreme Cannon! Yeah, like, I don't know if I'm leaving, per se, because I don't know enough information about it yet. I just got information, though, from some of my other mates saying that, like, yeah, the policy changes and nobody's really going there anymore and stuff like that. I'm not really committing to going or anything. I'm just kind of testing the waters to just see if, like, does YouTube work? Can I use YouTube? Kind of thing. Because all my content is here anyway. So the more I thought about it, I'm like, why don't I just keep all my stuff here anyway? Because it's all here. Why separate it? At the same time, though, I don't like the idea of putting all my eggs in one basket. Again, I like the idea of doing both. I don't see why I couldn't just do both. It might be a little difficult to keep up with both chats at the same time. It might affect internet a little bit, and so therefore might lag the stream, but, you know. Well, I'm glad you are giving me inspiration, because everyone else is dead. Aside from Veggie, surprisingly. They're hanging on. Oh, cool. Oh, so if I kept them alive long enough, they would have got a boost. Okay. I'm going to try and keep you at the back somewhere. I feel like that was probably the strat. But again, we're going to make this a little tricky. But yeah, no, long story short, no, not necessarily. Yep, goodbye. Alright, it's just those two. It's the ship. It's the mama and the papa of the group. Let's go. Yeah, anyway, I bought Kingdom Hearts 3 when it came out. Funny enough, I had no intention of ever getting a PS4, but then rumors happened Kingdom Hearts 3 made me want the console to play it. Yeah, yeah, then I heard about it actually coming to Xbox and all that. And then PC. As far as I know, it's on PC now. But nah, I've got it on PlayStation too. Song? Singy song? My god, he loves to yell. Hang on, guys. I got a text message. It's because she's opening up the thingy. Well, that's not good. Fair enough. But no, I'm not necessarily leaving Twitch. I'm gonna do more research first. As far as I know, it wouldn't really affect me because, wait, why can't I attack? Unless I already attacked. Might have already attacked. Because as far as I know, it only really affects big streamers. And I mainly only really do it as a hobby anyway. And just to kind of get my face and my voice out there. Like for my own, you know, voice work and stuff. And to play games, because I like playing games. So, yeah, I don't really mind. It doesn't really affect me financially, because I don't really get much out of it. I get a bit of pocket money out of it, yeah, sure, but nothing... I could never rely on it, no way. Maybe every couple months I might get enough to pay for my fuel for a week. You know, it's nothing that I can ever rely on. Okay, some others might be into that, but not me, sir. You need to back up, alright? I'm hitting the bell on that, now. The power of friendship! What sounds like your mum? The groaning. Sing the song with him. Is this gonna be like that thing in the original Digimon movie? Digimon Man, where they all kind of help in a way? Jesus. Yeah, I mean, that's made me think about it as well, honestly, because at the same time, I'm like, well, yeah, a lot of the big people... Every night it doesn't stop. Oh, jeez. But yeah, like, if a lot of the big peeps of Twitch are leaving, then that might potentially leave room for a lot more smaller peeps like me to get a bit more attention. Again, not that I really care. Yeah, I mean, because if I don't ever get, like, an audience, that's fine. I'll just play games on my own. That's okay. Sometimes I'll get the occasional review copy, something like this, and that's when, you know, I feel obligated to, you know, to stream that or to try and cover it. But, you know, that's okay. But if I get a bit of an audience, then okay, I'll be more encouraged to show gaming and stream and stuff. But again, I don't really mind, because it's more of a hobby sort of thing. But that's the thing, you know, like, do you punish bad business practice? You know, so then you try to make the site better for everyone? Or do you take advantage of the situation? And be like, well, hey, I'm going to stick around. So then I soak up a bit of this. So it's like, what do you do in that kind of situation? I'm not claiming like I hold all the cards here. Actually, no, that would require me to use items, and we're not going to use items. Alright, so he attacks in just like a big beam downwards. We're not quite close enough. He's probably going to take us out because we're going to run out of thing. But that's alright. If we die, we die. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we're going to run out of SP, but that's okay. We give him a cut. If we lose, then we'll try again. But we'll kind of try to spread the team out a little bit. Actually, no. Let's, I don't know. I don't know. Let's go there. Give himself a good talking to. Actually prefer smaller channels than larger ones. Yeah. I mean, usually I do as well, in a way. Survival of the fittest. Indeed. Adapt or die. Well, that's not good. And now they're split up. That is not good. Not good. Okay. And they're frozen. You can't do much in your situation. You can't evolve. Not good! I can move him, but what's the point? If I move him, he'll move a little bit and he'll just hit him anyway. I should have actually kept him on defense, probably. Yeah, because he's got the counter. I'll try to move him off to the side. I don't think it's really going to do much, though. What do you do again? I'm going to try and get them back. I'm going to try and keep those two together. The smaller ones I like talking to people in the chat. Streamer making the games even more enjoyable to watch. But bigger channels, it is free for everyone. Free, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I remember... I mean, I don't dislike him. None whatsoever. He's just doing his thing. I remember when Angry Joe was just like a little dude in his room with a camera. And I used to very much enjoy his stuff. I still do. But, like, I used to watch his content all the time. We just kind of got to go for it, I think. I don't think we're strong enough at this point. But, my God, we're going to try. But, yeah, he used to, you know... A lot of his content, looking back at it back then, was extremely cringe. I don't even know if he's got it all up anymore. But it was nice because, you know, he felt... It was more humbling. Because, yeah, he just felt like you and me kind of thing. I mean, he still is, obviously. But, you know, now because they have all this attention and all that, it's harder to kind of communicate with the person. They tried to communicate with me in the past, when they did some kind of movie thing ages ago. And he was like, yeah, dude, so if you watch the Batman thing, whereabouts do you live? Do you want to go watch Star Trek or something? Or, like, do you want to, like, talk about Star Trek in the future? It was something like that. And I didn't know how YouTube direct messaging worked back then, so I never saw it and I ignored it by accident. And then years and years later... Like, probably about a year or two ago, I tried to well, actually, no, that's a lie. Like, a couple of years later, I tried to reconnect to him after I saw it. I'm like, oh, sorry, bud. Obviously, no reply, because he's a lot bigger now. And then on one of his Twitch streams, I subbed to him, and I tried to message him there. I was like, hi, you're like, when the thing came up, and I was like, hi, mate. Long time no talk. Hope you're doing well, and no response. And I'm like, oh, okay, well. Alright. I see. You got attention. I get it. It's fine. No offense. We might be able to do this still. What I'm thinking, if we can move him over here and kind of try to keep him out of the line of fire, he might hit him and then we can finish him off with Metal Garuru. Yeah. We might be able to do this. It's up to you, buddy. Actually, no. Let's play this smart. We can give a side swipe. Smaller ones I like to another. Yeah. Alright. Come on. Get in there. Did we get him? Boom! First run. No items. Bloody done. Hell yeah. The underdog. Literally. The Digimon that didn't even evolve at all until, like, the friggin' near the end of the damn game. Didn't even have a trainer for half of the friggin' game. Or a tamer, whatever you want to call him. I don't think they are. They're either disabled or no one really uses them anymore. Like, even back then, like, a lot of people didn't use them. I have. I've used it to speak with, I spoke to Voltaire once on YouTube to try and ask permission to use his music. And he gave me permission. However, I was still getting claimed. I don't think it was from him, some kind of automatic thing. So, yeah, that went flat. Like, and I've tried to talk to other people like Total Biscuit and all that jazz, and obviously he's really big, so he's not gonna talk to someone like me. And he obviously deals with a lot of crap. So, eventually he stopped using social media when he was around. Because, you know, there's a lot of stuff to deal with. But no, as far as I know, nobody uses it, if that is even still around. You were forgotten like me when the big spider moved in my room. And thank you. It's alright. It was a good way to end that little finale mally. Ultimate Enlightenment Slab. So it'll get us another mega, I think. I'm going to take my face off for this. The movie, Face Off. Ah, yes. Sweet defeat. For the sake of people not saying anything, it's not what you think. It's coffee. Nothing else. Bright light. Bright light. Of course. Yes, it was coffee. Yes. And nothing else. Cleansed of all the sacrificial souls, that is what left. And even that is starting to fade. You mean he's still alive? Should we leave things this way? It's about to fade away, right? It's not going to hurt us, is it? What are we going to do about it? So I'm assuming this is where the main endings are now going to branch off. What we actually do to this thing. At what cost?
それはよ子供を生贄にしないといけない世界なんてもうそんな世界なんてそうねあそんな世界はいっそ滅びてし
I mean, I agree. But at the same time, Agugu, that doesn't make you judge, jury, and executioner. But at the same time, that does also not make the master judge, jury, and executioner. It's a bit of a friggin' grey area. I feel like this is like one of those weird things. We must sacrifice virgin women for the rain. I don't necessarily think that'd be the only way.
一つだけ我々人間がこの世界と獣神に何らかの影響を出なければ今の
Is this gonna be like, this is straight up gonna be like the Tinkerbell thing, isn't it? We're all gonna believe in Digimon, and so therefore Digimon will never die. I'm gonna guess that's what the moral ending is. Or one of the endings.
どうやらこの場所は現実世界と異世界そして何より重要なこれはあくまでも推測だがむしろ必要なのはつまりは意識人の意識先ほどは多くの人間の多くの人がこの世界そんなバカな君の意見ももっともだだが意識によって理想を求め
Everything springs from human thoughts, so making people aware of this world is our first step towards preserving it. We can save it, with the understanding, of course, that his theory needs to be verified. So is that why these voices weaken the Master? I believe there's a connection there, yes. As an egg, the Master's wrath had waned, so only that it was likely his true will remain. And the belief behind him calmed his raging spirit. Like what an offering would do for a god, precisely. Historically, shrine maidens interceded between humans and the gods. The Monet song may work similarly, but aren't many voices better than one? You know, I'm starting to think this might actually work. So we need to start putting up flyers, you know, start a very polite cult, talk about the world of Digimon. Adopt a Mon today. Who's that Digimon? Banana. I mean, hell yeah, I'd be okay with that. Give me Etimon. He'll be my monkey. We'll do karaoke together. It'll be fantastic. He's strong too. He can give me piggybacks to work. What do you mean, why? He's come with us.
お前が何とかしてくれるんだろう
ああ、もちろんだ。もちろんだとも。
Unless he dies, of course.
教授の話はタクマたち人間が僕らのことをタクマが僕を忘れなければだから僕たちああ絶対に救ってみせなええそうよああ当たり前だそうだよねもちろん
Oh, this is all scripted? Yeah, I figured it's scripted. Opening with a lovely song. What would you do if you were in the DC universe? See, that's a terrible question for me because I'm a dum-dum and I always get Marvel mixed with DC. Yeah, I'm one of those peeps, I'm sorry. Well, I guess I'd try to work with Batman. Assuming I have no superpowers. Or I would try to communicate with some of the other superheroes that could potentially give me superpowers. Like Mr. Fantastic, for example, he's a scientist, so he could maybe replicate what happened to him in order to give me superpowers. Wait, is Mr. Fantastic... See, I'm already doing it. Is Mr. Fantastic Marvel or DC? He's DC, isn't he? Like the Fantastic Four? Sorry, I'm just taking a leak. It's a big leak. Okay. You're trying to be smart, but you don't know jack diddly squat. I feel like I can put my face back on for a bit. 50 years yet, so cute. Just having this for the whole year. These two are the real protagonists. They kind of were, honestly. It's constantly being reworked. With every update, people will think more and more about the world. Meanwhile, change the world as well. From now on, digital data will be the new form of belief that sustains it. Who knows? People may even come to refer it as the digital world. Ah, they said it. They said it. Okay, so this is kind of like a weird. So this is kind of like the Pokemon Arceus of Digimon. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Like, it's become like a digital space now. Like, I mean, it could have been argued that's what it was before, but now it is literally thriving off of, like a digital space. That's kind of cool. It's an interesting way to explain it. A Green Lantern. Ah. What's the difference between a Green Lantern and a Red Lantern, then? Because I'm assuming you can't just be one. You have to, like, be chosen, don't you? Once regarded as local gods of Kinemagari, will be transformed into digital beings in this internet age. That would make Gabumon and the other monsters of the digital world. You can call them digital monsters or Digimon for short. Ha 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 ha. Oh, they weren't even called... Oh, okay. Too much talk like that and you're sure to lose Takuma and the others. It's our first meeting in a year. We should focus on things that are fun. Very true. We'll be able to see Renamon and Gabubu again. Of course! It won't be long now before the doors open again. I mean, can't you just sing, really, to get back? Everyone's here! Except for the two that we're not talking about! I mean, put that down. I think that's a potential one there. Haru's 50 years older than his older sister. Well, yeah, there you go. And the little sister is technically just as old as him. Unless it hasn't been... I forget how the friggin' time thing works in Digimon, like in the digital world and in space. I don't know how much time has passed for her, basically, compared to him. It's been 50 years for him, but I don't know how long it's been in the digital world. Either way, okay. I guess that's the moral ending. I like that ending. It's pretty basic. But it makes sense. It's the moral ending. It's like they come up with a good solution. They're like, right, okay. This is how it's going to work. We're going to be able to see them again. And that's cool. Like, it's not quite... It doesn't feel perfect. But it feels... that's kind of cute as well, that they got the voice actors right underneath the Digimon. That's cool. But yeah, I like that ending. It was decent for me. It's about 1,000 Digimon. Wow, okay, that would make sense then. Okay. So, she's over 1,000 years old. To get a red lantern, you have to be angry or mad green. Or mad green is the opposite. Yeah. Poor Gigi. Gigi, my daddy. Daddy Gigi. I play the Digimon card game. I kind of want to make a Digimon deck now. Poor little Gigi. So, I don't know if I'm going to use this one or make an actual... write a script or anything. But, I'm going to talk about my final thoughts of Digimon Survive. If I'm correct, I got the moral ending, which, from what I've heard, isn't the best, isn't the worst. I liked it. Overall, the game. I think it's worth a buy for big Digimon fans. I don't think all fans are going to enjoy it, because it's more of the kind of like Fire Emblem styled sort of turn-based kind of game. What I mean by that is that you've got your set team, and depending on what you do will affect how they play, how strong they become, how good they are, how much time you invest in them, how well you know the characters and things like that. They've clearly invested a lot more time in the story itself and in the characters rather than the combat. The combat is enough, but I feel like some people who have played other games like Cyber Sleuth and Digimon World Next Order and stuff like that, they might come into this thinking, what? What is this? But I think it's good as a interesting little twist on the genre, especially if you like graphic novel styled games. If you're not a fan of graphic novel styled games, maybe avoid this one. Or maybe watch Let's Plays and stuff. No. There's other better ones probably out there. But I think on a sale, you know, maybe, I don't know, a tenner, maybe a 20, this might be a decent choice. Because it's got a decent amount of replayability, I'd argue. Because I think the best way to play a game like this is to get one playthrough in blind. Just do it blind. And just do whatever. Because there's a bunch of different choices that you can make that'll affect things. Some of it's a bit scripted. Which I feel like they could have changed that a bit more. But that's okay. It's dark as well. I wasn't lying throughout my playthrough saying that it's darker than Pokemon. It's certainly darker. Woo! People die. And, yeah. I'd argue it's probably good on a sale for most Digimon fans or graphic novel fans. It kind of reminds me a bit of, Pokemon Arceus. A little bit in the sense that it feels more like a prologue to Digiman. I don't know how much that is lore-wise, factually. But it's a cute little thing sort of explaining Digimon, in a way. Overall, though, I kind of liked it. I think it'd be a good buy for Digimon fans. But if you're not a fan of graphic novels, if you want more like action, doof doof, that kind of thing, maybe give it a skip. But otherwise, maybe find it on a good sale. Good deal. Good deal. Good sale. which you might be able to do with my Greenman Gaming affiliate link or my Humble Bundle affiliate link. Otherwise, I mean, I've been doing it on the Switch. It seemed to run fine there. I'm pretty sure it's on pretty much everything. PS4, PC, Xbox, question mark? I don't know about Xbox, actually. But I liked it. I wouldn't pay full price for this, personally. Not like 60, 70. That's too much for me. 20? 20 or less? Oh, yeah. Especially if they make some kind of a bundle deal in the future, where they do, like, Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory, Digimon Survive, like, they chuck them all in. That'd be good. I don't think they will do that. It's two different games. Still, good. I liked it. Will I do a second playthrough? Maybe. But again, I'm going to probably do my second playthrough with a walkthrough now. Because in order to get certain endings or make certain things happen, you have to do things fairly precisely. Kind of like, think of things like, Until Dawn and stuff like that. When I've played certain Fire Emblem games, not building up a certain affinity with certain characters can lead to bad things. So, and in this game, it's a bit more specific. Like, you have to kind of know what to say at the right time, or else you won't get the sort of outcome that you want. So I don't think there's any shame in looking up a walkthrough, but I would personally maybe do that on a second playthrough. Doing it blind, for me, made it feel a bit more spontaneous and fun. But now that I kind of want to know and sort of complete the Digidex, we'll call it, I don't see any shame in doing a second or a third playthrough with a guide. That's pretty much my thoughts on that. But I hope you enjoyed my quick little review, final thoughts on Digimon. Thank you, and enjoy your day. So I was just doing that really quick. I mean, I was talking to you as well, but I was just doing that in case I decide to do a final thoughts video, just in case. Either that, or if I script one, then that'll just look weird, because I've discussed that, I think, like 3-4 times already. Yes, now sleep, GG. I really like it. Is it the best Digimon game? No. Yeah. You have much less choice than they lead you to believe. I agree. Yes. It kind of... That's how I was mentioning the scripted thing. Like, there are bits that are definitely scripted. And, as someone who's played a bunch of Choose Your Own Adventure games, like that recent one, Repeller Fella, like, you can kind of tell that one as well. It kind of leads you down the same sort of track a lot of the time. But a good Choose Your Own Adventure game can still make that effective. And I feel like Digimon Survive is one of those. Because it still has a bit of that replayability. And it gives you other incentives as well. Like, you can get your other Digivolutions. You could see how the other characters are going to interact if one of them survives and see the chain reaction. But, yeah. I feel like it could have been fleshed out a bit more, but I'll cut them a little bit of slack because it was a different idea out of the blue. And I'm sure they got a lot of pressure, being like, oh, this is first of its kind, in, at least for a while for Digimon. I feel like if they do some kind of a sequel, though, or another story-based Digimon game like this, the bar's gonna have to be a lot higher now. Because this was like their trial period, you know? I'm happy to give them a little bit of a grace thing. Same thing with, like, Pokemon Arceus and stuff. They gotta make it much better now. Now that you've had your little grace thing, alright, that's cool and all. But if you do it again, you gotta up the ante. You gotta flesh out the story, flesh out your options. Don't make it feel as scripted. Get in there. This was good. But gamers don't want good. We want perfect. We want 10 out of 10. That's what you should be aiming for. It's alright if you don't get 10 out of 10, but that's what you should be gunning for, and that's what gamers should be asking for. We shouldn't be accepting mediocre gaming. So that's fine. We want mediocre gaming, we'll go play on our mobile phones. I like mediocre gaming, but there's a time and place for it. If I put down good quality money, I expect good quality gaming. That's why whenever I am not so enthralled by a game, I don't want to pay full price for it. Really like this. Literally, the only influence you have in the actual plot is the choice at the end of Chapter 8 to get the ending. But also New Game Plus in saving Rio or not. Yeah. Agreed. It's, I'll argue that it does an okay effort at disguising that. Because I feel like if I didn't have someone like you talking to me about it, I wouldn't really understand how my choices are really influencing it. But I was just kind of getting the vibe that the majority of my stuff wasn't really doing much. But I feel like for a lot of other players who aren't used to story-based games, they would be nervous to hit anything. Because they'd be, oh no, what is this going to do? What is that going to do? So I'll give them credit in that sense that they kind of masked it alright. But when you really do look into it, it's like, oh yeah, like, it doesn't do too much, does it? But that's why I'm saying, in this one, okay, fine. That's okay. That's right, it's fine. Same thing with, like, Cyber Sleuth. Cyber Sleuth had some bugs and stuff in it. Not actual bugs, but, like, you know what I mean. It was probably a little rough around the edges. But then when they did, the sequel, or the prequel, whatever you want to call it, they improved upon it. You know, and that's what I would want to see with this. They've done one. Okay, that's cool. It's a little rough around the edges. That's fine. Work on it for the next. Is this just going to keep going, or we actually hit the bottom of the credits yet? I can't tell. Okay. We'll let it go, I guess. Okay. It's only been an hour and a half, honestly, for the stream, so we're not even at the 2-hour mark. We'll write it out, because once this is done, I'm pretty much by the end of the stream. But with Cyber Sleuth, they definitely polished it with hacker's memory. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you for mentioning the name again. You just hear? That's alright. That's alright. Zombie is more dovetail in that it goes side by side with Cyber Sleuth. Yeah. Admittingly, the story of Cyber Sleuth kind of confused me. I got it, but oh man, the rabbit hole that you got to go down. But like, at least there, like, they clearly thought a lot about it. Like, there was a lot of detail to that story. It's one of those things where, like, Kingdom Hearts is a similar issue where, like, it's so fleshed out and detailed that you could, the lore is really vast, so you could just get lost in it, and it's great, but you can also get lost in it. So it's like, do you go for a more simple route, or do you go for a more complicated, in-depth story, where people can really sink their teeth into? Or do you just go for the simple, Digimon world in trouble, go save Digimon? And I think that there's nothing wrong with that, but if you do that, you better damn well have something else to compensate for it. You know, I like a lot of hack and slash games, like Dynasty Warrior games. They compensate for a, you know, mild story for really fun, active hack and slash combat to really get you in there. Something like Cyber Sleuth or Digimon Survive, they've got to kind of work on the story a lot, because the combat's alright, but you're there, like, half the reason you're there is the story and to see how things play out. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you, honestly. I genuinely think, much like The Last of Us or Walking Dead and stuff, you really could just play the first one and just stop. Like Kingdom Hearts 1, I feel like most people could just play the first one and stop. I don't remember how the second one ends, but I feel like even in the second one, you could play the second and just stop too. I think a lot of people like the second one. I'm 50-50 on it, at least the beginning of it. I don't like the Roxas thing. I understand it's the build-up and all that, but I'm not familiar with that world. I'm like, nah, just give me Sora. Just give me Sora, mate. But, like, yeah. I feel like a lot of these games, you can just stop at one and be happy. Sorry, I like that, though. I like it when, in a series, they make it so you could just stop at one and be happy. Gears of War, I think, is one of those as well, in a way. Gears of War 1, you can just play that and be like, yeah, I got it. That's cool. Or Gears of War 3, even. Like Gears 1 to 3 and stop there. Right, that's the trilogy. Done. No more. Birth by Sleep. I had Birth by Sleep on the 3DS. Literally on my shelf just around the corner there. I know that they've redone that now on the PlayStation. But, I mean, I could get it. I don't think I've got it. I've got, like, the 1.5. I don't remember if I've got 2.5 or 2.8. The friggin'... I'm sure you know the weird rabbit hole that I'm trying to explain, but, you know, Jesus Christ. All the different things that they made and tried to... Yeah. At least they tried to put them all on single discs so people could enjoy. They certainly had a lot of people to credit. My God. Diablo 4. Diablos 4. That'd be a game. I actually sent them an email requesting a review copy. No response. Not surprised whatsoever. But that's fine. Can't help a dude from trying. Diablo 3 was cool. I don't know if I'll get around to 4 anytime soon, but I wouldn't mind playing it. It'd be cool. I feel like a lot of people... I'm discussing things that is not a surprise to anyone, but I feel like everyone is taking a sort of hiatus from Blizzard as of late. I want to make a video about the recent stuff with Overwatch, Oversnatch, as I like to call it. But, yeah, it's got to make time for it. There's too much content that I want to make. I don't end up making any. So, yeah. Now that I'm done with Digimon, the next thing I'll probably be doing, if I have enough time tonight, I'll see if I have time. I've got to, after this stream pretty much, I'm going to see if I can pick up a new capture card. I'd love to show you, but if I show you, I'm going to... the gameplay would stop. I've got like an Elgato portable stream thing that you can use on laptops and stuff. It's behind the monitors. But you can get like a capture card that actually goes into the PC. And as far as I know, the main difference there is that there'll be less of a delay and it'll run a little bit better. And I managed to get it for cheap. So I can do that, and then I can keep this one for the laptop in the other room. So then I can kind of keep that as like an emergency thing, or if I'm traveling as well, I can still stream if I want to. But, next on the agenda will be a review copy that I got. I think it was Katamari Damacy. Katamari Damacy Reroll Plus, if I'm correct. Something like that. And, yeah, after that, I'm not going to do a whole playthrough of that. That seems like one of those games where you can play a couple hours and get the gist of it. But, yes, I'm going to do a review of that. And it's probably a stream of that. And then once that's done, I'm going to go back to my old Fallout with Junkrat series, finally. That's been like... I started that in friggin' 2017, 2018, and I never got around to finishing it. And then once that's done, I'm all caught up. At that point, I'm probably just going to stream whatever I want. I'm probably at that point not going to do Let's Plays anymore, but I'll still do... Well, how do I put it? I probably won't do playthroughs anymore. But Let's Plays, yes. Unless I really, really enjoy it, then yeah, sure, I'll do it. But they're probably not going to be as commonplace. Something like Digimon games, yeah, probably. I'll probably do that. But I'll see how I go on that front. I feel like I'd rather have less clutter on the channel, and I feel like most people, rather than gunning for Let's Plays, I feel like my audience prefer more of the skits and the kind of like one-off stuff. Stick of Truth, I play Stick of Truth. You mean Cartman? Cartman and Jimmy Jimmy? You shut up, you shut up, you shut up, I played that ages ago, roughly when it came out. I had to acquire a certain copy because in Australia, the uncensored version's banned here. Because, oh no, we can't have alien probing. Oh no, think of the children. Even though we fought tooth and nail for the R18 rating, and for Yanks and stuff, that's basically your version of unrestricted. So, you know, you can have anything in there. Boobs and drugs and all that. But even then, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and stuff like that, you know, that's R18. That kind of stuff. But even then, they still don't allow certain games here. They'll ban them for the silliest things. I've had this dumb argument before with people, and it's so funny because they'll what's an example? They banned one game here. I don't remember the name of the game, but the reason why it was banned was because it had like pills that if you ate them in the game, they refilled your health. It was like and they argued that, oh no, it's promoting drug use. You're not allowed to do that in our games here, so we're gonna ban it. And then you turn around and you see, what's that on the shelf? Wait, hey, you know, give me a minute. I'm gonna find it. Give me a minute. Okay, well, for the sake of a prop, I didn't find the Fallout. I was looking for Fallout 3, but I found Oblivion. For the sake of a prop, the people who made these games, for the sake of a prop, no, they'll release Fallout and all that. You know what they got in Fallout? Syringes, puffers and stuff, drugs, hard drugs that you could get addicted to. And you know what they do? They increase your health. They increase your strength. They increase your intelligence. They factually make your character way, way better. And you know what? That's not banned. It's not restricted at all. We have that. But God help you if you want some trucker pills. God help you if there's a little bit too much murder. Oh, golly gee whiz. We can't have that now. Aussie video games. My God. But yeah, here's my mild rant. At least we got through the credits. Play again. I could play again. The problem with that is I don't have it on PC. I have it on, at the moment, if I'm correct, I've got it on Xbox. And I've got the sequel. I haven't actually played through the entire sequel. So that would be new to me for the most part. I guess we just save over that then. Bethesda. Skyrim, you're a Fallout 3 sim. I still haven't played that game, but whenever I hear that, that's what I say. Skyrim for me would be interesting, but I feel like it'd be boring for everyone else because, you know, it's been kind of played to death. But I've never played it. I don't have a clue about Skyrim. If it barely works, we'll sell it and fix one glitch at a time. Yep. And then that one time when they tried to sell you other people's DLC. If Rio's affinity was higher, maybe everyone could have survived. Oh, that's such a friggin' tease! That is such a tease! If you only cared more about him, maybe you could have friggin' did it. Mugen Recollection unlocked. So I wonder what the difference is. I wonder what, like, why... I wonder why, like... Sorry, you know what I mean? Like, why we couldn't save him. Like, why we couldn't just talk to him more. Like, what would be different in a new playthrough that would allow us to do that? That bit I don't quite understand. It wouldn't be for me. I've easily played up 2,000 hours over 3 consoles for Skyrim. See, I told you, it literally tells you to save Rio to get the show. Yeah, like, literally, yeah, just flat out. But I don't get, though, like, in the game, how they're gonna be like, oh, well, now these other 20 dialogue options have opened up, and that wasn't allowed before. Like, how are they gonna allow you to do that? Oh, that's nice of you two. Maybe I will one day cover... Maybe I will one day cover, Skyrim. Because I feel like because it's my first playthrough, I'd probably want to do it vanilla. But I just feel like it might be boring for people, that's all. But for New Game Plus, that lock is gone. First playthrough, it literally locked you. Even if you were his best friend, he will still... Really? Okay, that's a dick move. That's a dick move. I don't like that. Because that's almost forcing you to do a second playthrough in order to get the true ending. I feel like if you know, like, what to do, then you should be able to get that. For the sake of, I don't think it will let me anyway, actually. No, it won't let me. That's kind of funny that I could just flat out do that. So I'm trying to get the skip off. There we go, yes. Oh, okay, good. There is a skip button. We're not gonna do the whole thing. I'm just kind of babbling for a little bit and then I'll stop. When we get to a normal bit, I'm just gonna stop and call it. So pretty much beat the game. You're just gonna be seeing stuff that people have already seen. It also doubles the affinity points for Rio and Shuji. Ah, okay. See, I like that. But for New Game Plus, that lock is, yeah, plot. I would like that idea if it's like, right, now that you've already beaten the game, we're gonna make it a hell of a lot easier for you to get the real ending. Or to raise the affinity of people, because you've already done this before. Kind of like how in, how we discussed before in Digimon Next World. Or Next Order, sorry, whichever one it's called. Wait, I thought I already did this. I already did this. Anyway, but yeah, no, I like that idea. I've played the blinking square. Bruh. We did this. You baka. Okay, well that's fine, I guess. That's fine. I'll do a little bit of this while we talk to finish things off, but I'll probably leave in a few minutes. But, like, yeah, I would like that, if that was the case. But at the same time, if you know what you're doing, and if you get all the answers right, basically, then let us get the true ending. That'd make it cool. Or cooler. Because then you can try to, like, it's almost like, how do I put it? It makes another challenge. Like how, when I beat the final boss, I'm like, I'm not going to use any items. You know, and how people like to create their own little challenges in games. Be like, right, I'm going to get the true ending on the first run. Obviously, it'll be harder. I'm going to get the true ending. I'm going to get everyone's megas. You know, I'm going to get all this good stuff in one run. Kind of thing. But, yeah, I don't know. There was a game I played as a kid, Gauntlet Dark Legacy. That's one of my favorite games ever. Or multiplayer games in particular, but it was a good game. And in that one, it was like a massive collectathon. You had to collect these rune stones in order to get to the real final boss and get the real ending. And you could do that all on your own if you knew where to go, if you knew all the secret passageways. Now, if you beat the final boss, they would say, hey, you didn't actually get the real ending. What you needed to do was collect these magical stones. They will give you, like, a weird, like, rune detector, where it will give you hints. You know, warm, cold, when you're near it on the map. But if you already knew what you were doing, say, for example, me, I've played the game and beaten it, like, 6, 7, 8 times. I already know, for the most part, where all the stones are. I don't need to go through that. I could just do every single level, grab all the stones, get to the final boss, get to the real final boss, and win. Rather than having to dick around and do all this extra shenanigans. I like that in a game where it... You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of what we were talking about before. That freedom to sort of play it your way. Kind of like how, in a free world, sort of like Breath of the Wild and stuff. Maybe, I haven't really played Breath of the Wild properly yet. I've only played like 10 minutes, so that's a bad example. But a game where... Oh, well, why not? We'll let it play. Like in a game where... I don't know. Actually, I might let this play without my face. I might find a scene in here that I can use. But, God, what's an example? Like, okay, bad example, like World of Warcraft. How you've got all the different parts of the map, where some of the enemies are like level 60, and then some are level 20 and level 30. Like, if you're really confident and you know what you're doing, yeah, I'm gonna go to a place, 10 levels higher than me. So I can get XP a hell of a lot faster, you know? Because I know I can do it. Because I know what I'm doing. But obviously, if you don't know what you're doing, and you want to play it safe, and do it the normal way, then you fight things around your level. Just realised, something in Pokemon, why would you give a 12-year-old child a monster that they can train up in the same thing, destroy the world like Arceus beyond? Could be on to a child. Yeah! Yeah. But no, sorry, there's my mild ranker. I do like, though, that it ups the affinity points for Rio and Shuji. I kind of wish it would do that for everyone, though. Yeah, I think I'll just let this big cutscene play out, and then we'll call it. I do appreciate everyone who's come out on my little journey for this game. It was good. I don't regret playing this, especially to the end. It's quite good. I would think I was a little 50-50 on it at first, and then the more I played it, the more I was like, okay, yeah, I kind of want to see this to the end. And then it started to get really dark. I'm like, okay, they're not pulling any punches. Me like. I kind of wish, though, that they had a bigger budget, and that a lot of the scenes where it was just sort of in-game cutscenes, especially the deaths and stuff, I would have loved to have seen actual cutscenes like this. I would have wanted to see this a lot more often. Oh, they're doing the song. Were they doing that before? I think they were. I think they were. Unless this is specifically for New Game Plus. But no, I think this was like that before. Us two and that one guy. Okay, yeah. Wanted to see Shuji get pulped properly. Yeah, exactly, yeah, like... Yes, let's skip the tutorial. But, okay, so let's make a save here, because now it's asking us about decisions, so... Yes? Okay, good. Okay. But yes, I think I'm going to stop here now. Let's just have a final inspection of our gear. Oh, never mind, I can't look. 0, 0. You're both going to die now. Yeah, I would check these, but obviously I'm pretty sure it would just give me my Digimon and stuff back. But alright. I think that would have been really cool, though. Yeah, if we could see all the big, serious scenes happen in, like, glorious cutscenes. Because if it's a graphic novel, I understand, you know, that might be half the charm to kind of do in-game stuff, but I think people would really appreciate it more. Even the Digivolutions. The Digivolutions were kind of not quite... They could have been a lot more oomphy, you know, like in the TV show. I think they needed to throw more in there. But I liked it. Overall, I did. I might see if I could stream again later tonight. Maybe like 8 hours or so from now. I probably won't have time. But if I do, I will make a post about it. Or maybe what I might try to do... Maybe I'll try to do one stream on YouTube and then one stream on Twitch. Maybe that's the middle ground I'll try to go for. Maybe I'll try to do both. Like one game on YouTube and then another on Twitch. Or maybe one part on YouTube and... I mean, if I do, you know, a part 1 and then on one site and then a part 2 on another, that might be confusing. But I'll see how I go. Anyway, just look out on my Twitter. My Twitter and my YouTube and my Discord. And I'll make posts about when I'm streaming and where. It's not for you. Yeah, I think it's not for the both of you, if I remember correctly. Well, the 3 of you, sorry. But yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming out on my little journey. Thank you for all the help that you gave me. Thank you for all the little chit-chats. It was a nice ride. It's kind of sad to see it go. But yes, ta-ta. Farewell. I'm going to see either tomorrow or the following day if I'm going to do another game session. But normally I do them over the weekend, so they'll be tomorrow and the following day. Other than that, I'll have more content on the YouTubles. Have a good one. Take care. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.